Talk live? No, it's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's the right one. That looks good. Okay, hello my friends, how are you doing? Can you hear me? I think you can hear me, right? Okay, cool. So we are testing Gen-3 Alpha, where you can submit images, and I'm gonna render them. Of course, it has to be like not naughty images, nor no gore stuff, no political stuff, things like that. There's some rules that apply. Sorry, I have to prepare a little bit. And today I'm streaming on my main computer because there is no reason to be on the second computer because I'm not using any of my hardware. So that's good. Hi Daniel, how are you doing? It's pretty hot here, so give me a second to make me look like it's not hot. 1 second. And then I have to prepare some other stuff. Sorry for that. It's always a little bit late. And I have different glasses today because for some reason I misplaced my other glasses. I have no idea where they are. Maybe I left them at the supermarket or something like that. 1 second, give me a moment. Put off some stuff to get all the heat away. Not the heat, but the sweaty look. There we go. Almost done. All right. Looks a little bit better, right? It also helps the light of the camera, the studio lights here, to catch my face a little bit better. There we go. Starting my new makeup channel. Welcome, welcome, my friends, to the new makeup channel. Sadly, AI can't do that yet. I think maybe it can, but well, anyways, there we go. And I do this in the most basic way possible, just putting on some stuff. All right, that's it. There we go. I look like Harry Potter today, and we will do some AI magic. But first, I have to create the document where you can actually submit stuff to me. 1 second. Survey. YouTube surveys, that sounds good. Community tab, live stream surveys, that sounds good. AI meme challenge, let's make a copy of that. 1 second. You cannot see that, but I can see that. I can pop out the chat though, so I can read the chat. Hi Daniel, hi Gretzetsik. Oh god, the username. Sorry, I can't read that. Hi Deutschkurs, interesting name. Hi in the dark, how are you doing? Hi Alpaluza, thanks for joining. Hi Diego, hi Dione. I think you need an eyeliner. Probably, yes. Okay, 1 second, let me see. I have made a copy of that document. We're gonna rename that Gen-3 Alpha. Okay, submit your artwork. Gen-3 Alpha, submit your AI image, render it as a video, has to be 16 by 9, has to be 16 by 9, kind of makes sense, right? For that to be there. There is something here that we don't need. What is your name? Well, we can leave that. Link your work. Should we do it with a link? I think it worked in the past, so we will just do that. Should we include the prompt? It might make the work a little bit easier, so let's include that. Okay, include email. No, we don't need that. Okay, copy. There we go. Automatic 1111 is dead? I haven't used it in quite a while. Actually, I don't know. I have to check. I think they have updated it, but I'm not sure. Like, I think the guy is doing other stuff now. Submit your image here for Gen-3. Okay, 1 second. Boom. This is the link that you can use to submit. They put this stupid well, I have to wait, or let's write hi here. There we go. Pin. Okay, now it's pinned. Okay, I have to do one more thing before we can get started, and that is that I can share my stream to other people online so they see that I'm streaming. Live stream test with your images. Okay, cool. Let's add that. Oh, I should also put that on. I know I should do that before the stream, but what can I say? This is basically the intro intro to the live stream. Everyone, there we go. Live now. All right. Boom. So this is for the Discord. And then let's go to Facebook. 1 second. How is your day? How is your week, by the way? Are you doing good? What day is today? Wednesday. Oh, today's Wednesday, right? This is like if you do YouTube, you don't really. But I mean, I never knew the name. Is it not live? Is my stream not public? No, it's public. So why doesn't this like? Wait, does the link not work? Oh, no. The hell? Why can't Facebook capture my link? Facebook debugger. Why does this not work? Scrap. 1 second. There we go, it works. Okay, I have to put that again. Man, I'm sorry for that. 1 second. Nope. Go away, you stupid post. The heck? 1 second. Fighting here. It will not load the image for some reason. Let's reload. I'm almost there. There we go. Okay. That worked. Have to pin it. Have to share it in the other AI group. By the way, do you know that I have a Facebook group with 288,000 members? Man, I wish they would, like, everybody would give me like 10 cents per month. Just 10 cents, you know? That would be amazing. Anyways, okay, let's put this also on Twitter, and then we are good to go. Maybe you also have submitted some videos by now, some images by now, sorry. Where's my prompts? Where's my thumbnail? There we go. There we go. All right, cool. Good. So now we are finally ready to go. Let me close this and that. There's only one response. Come on, guys, send some image. And I hope this is some image I can use. Oh, from Midjourney, that sounds good. Oh, well, we can try that. Okay, cool. Let me put this up here so we have a bigger screen. Why is this over here? Oh, because of the makeup. Okay, that makes sense. 1 second. Give me 1 moment. Not a prompt. Sorry, not a prompt. You have to submit an image. Today, you have to submit an image. Tutorial recording. That looks good, but my camera is missing. There was the camera. But... Okay, let's use the first one. Turn the camera on. Move this a little bit over here. Then I can actually put the chat over here on the right so I can see that easier. Today's everything is a little bit easier. Yes, you're supposed to share an image and then I can upload it. On the top there is a sticky. Man, I wrote too much text for the link. The link is almost invisible. Damn it. Let me do this again. Submit your image here. Okay, let's make this a little bit shorter. And then again, I can't. Let's put it a couple of times, and then I'm gonna pin one of them. All right, 1 second. Replace pinned message. It's slightly better. Anyways, so this is the image. Let's download that into my downloads folder, and then oh, I don't have Runway open yet. Okay, Runway, there we go. Get started. Unlimited? Yes, I still have unlimited. Very good. Okay, so this is the train. Do we have a prompt here? Oh, we have some more stuff. That's good. 1 second. That is, yes, that looks good. Okay, cool. So let's put this here, and then we generate this. Let's generate it twice for the test to see if that works. And then we can watch the videos when they are done. Okay, let me check out the chat while this is from Japanese alphabet. What? Can you generate anime from kanji? Animation from kanji? What do you mean by that? Like writing in Japanese? I'm not actually sure if this, like the input here, understands Japanese. I mean, you can use Google Translate to turn it into English. Oh, it's a Polish name. Oh, I thought you put some random... sorry. I thought you put some random letters there. That's a Polish name. Interesting. I probably, it looks different in the original, like writing that you have. It looks probably better than in the Latin writing, because there it's pretty confusing. Of course, especially also if you're not used to this kind of name. I mean, automatic 1111 is still good. I think most people change over to Focus. Hound of Justice is also from Vienna. I'm also from Vienna. I did a very, very long walk today to the city center and back to my home. So that was pretty good. Okay. This is rendering a little bit longer than I thought. Text to video. No, you have to put an image. This is also, what the fuck? What the hell is this? You have to link your work. Animation to learn. This is not anything. I can't use that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Yeah, it should be 16:9, but we will try this. Maybe that works also. I don't know. I have never tried another format. So let's check this out and see if we can do that. Or maybe it's cropping it on its own. I think it's kind of popping up a crop function. There we go. Popping up a crop function for us. So we're gonna do it like this, crop. By the way, should we put any kind of like camera movement? That would also be interesting. There is no text here though. Let's describe this a little bit. Aerial view, that's already good. Aerial view of a comic style village with waterfalls, cozy summer light, FPV rotating to the left. Okay. Circling over the village. Let's see if that works. Is that how you write circling? Yes. Okay, cool. Good. Let's do this also twice. Do it twice to make it nice. Okay, let's see if this works. If it does, we can download it. Oh, hey, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, let's download that. It's kind of removing the side effect, which is pretty interesting. This is downloads. This is not finished yet, but let's check this out because that looks pretty amazing. Look at that. That is actually pretty cool. The train, like the train wheels are not working here, but we have the smoke. It's kind of moving forward, which is really interesting because the front of the train is moving forward, but the back of the train is still standing still. I think it's like an illusion of movement because it's not changing the position in the image. The ground is moving under it. Yeah, the ground is moving. Interesting. And then it's moving a lot less back here, much more than it should. I love how the side effect of the corners is kind of retracting. It's like an opening shot, you know, like with these kind of Hollywood movies where you have like a drawn image and then it turns into a real scene. Actually, I want to try that, but we have already like, can we go back on that? 1 second. Yeah, we can. I want to actually try that. Polish watercolor. Turning into a real camera shot. Cinematic light. Okay. I want to see if that works. Okay, this is the second one here. This is I really like this kind. Oh, it's driving backwards. Okay, similar effect. I really enjoy playing around with this stuff, to be honest. It's kind of like bringing back a little bit the like more fun to AI with this kind of like delving into images. I hope that the Midjourney 3D model thing is coming soon. Hey, Free Kitman is also here. Hi, thanks for joining. I sent a cute kitty for the image. Okay, cool. Very nice. I will check that out. Hi, Dimsons. How are you doing? Alapalooza is also here. Is there a resolution limitation to the upload image? Not really. I mean, it shouldn't be too small. This is moving backwards. I like how the camera is like flowing down and then like creating the new scene in the background. It's actually pretty cool. It's very nice. Really, really interesting. Man, it's so cool to dive into these images. Hi, Proxy. Hi, Slimed. Finally be able to explore, especially the Midjourney images, because Midjourney is so good at cinematic stuff. This didn't finish yet, but we will check out this real quick. 1 second. Oh yeah, it's rotating away from it. Oh, it's it's generating a second. It's generating a second building in the same style. Let's check that out. Oh, cool. And it has this kind of like 3D-ish look. The building like morphs a little bit. And there we have a second one with a waterfall going into more like a pool structure. So kind of different. But it's a similar style. It's pretty cool. But you can also see that the house that Runway Gen-3 is generating is not as good as these houses over here. Because there's a lot of mistakes in them, even though there is like also some mistakes in here, but they mostly look pretty good, to be honest. While here, when it comes to the Gen-3, what isn't this? Okay, anyways, when it comes to the Gen-3 generation, this is kind of like falling a little bit apart with the different elements and stuff like that. But I mean, it's a huge move forward. Okay. Let me see what else we have here. Civility Eye images. Oh, with the floating head. Well, we can try that. Why not? Okay. Do we have? We have no prompt for that. Oh, actually, there's a prompt here. Well, we can like copy it over. Let's try that. 1 second. Let's delete that. And like I said, it should be ideally 16 by 9. If it's a vertical format, it's probably not going to work because we have to crop out too much of it. Yeah, let's go like this. I think we might launch from butterfly, blah 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 blah. Nah, I'm gonna write a new prompt here. I'm not even sure if this works, but let's see. The head of a woman floating over her body, her neck is a sunflower, summer light, raw camera. Okay, let's try that. Do 2 of them. I don't think we have watched this one yet, right? Oh, this is the rotation one. Oh, but that's pretty cool. That worked really nicely. Okay, cool. 1 second. Check this out. Oh, that's good. That is very good. Wow, holy crap. Very nice. It's a little bit jittery, I don't know why. But really nice. Look how the water flows here. And how it's keeping everything in like kind of the right perspective. The dimensions are changing a little bit. You can see how the waterfall is getting wider and wider. But oh, wow. That is really nice. We even have a look here under this area. That is pretty cool. Huh. I mean, one thing that's interesting is that while it can create new areas, it also does sometimes pretty, like, fantastical things, similar to the early versions of Midjourney, just coming up with these kind of more dreamlike elements rather than actual real elements. But this is still very cool, I have to say. That works really well. That is very surprising. This, like, image edition, it really made Gen 3 so much better. Let me add some more stuff here so that we get the images faster. That should work really well, actually. Let's see. Put this here into Gen 3. Do we have a prompt? Hyper-realistic art. Ah, okay. Hyper-realistic art, obsidian, opal, pale, skill, white hair, portrait, buff, Katsuko, charm. What is a Katsuko? I've never heard that. Katsuko. Is that a... I don't know what that is. Okay, let's say here blinking eyes. Okay, let's just do it like that and see what happens from that. Let me check the chat real quick. Hi, Walters. Thanks for joining. Hi, Dion. Why it need to come from Midjourney SD? It doesn't have to come from Midjourney SD. This is just like from an old stream. It can come from any kind of source if you want to. You can use DALL-E or whatever. I should have removed that part, actually. I think I still can remove it, but I don't want to try yet because that might change the link. Anyways, let's see what else we have here. So we have watched these two. This is another one. I can't remember what we... Oh, I changed it from to become realistic over time. Well, yeah, this is something that happens sometimes. It's just blending into a second image. It's pretty sad. Okay, cool. That doesn't work. Oh, okay. Let's download this. And then also download... Oops, sorry. Download the second one. Check these two out. This is still rendering. I want to add some more so we don't have to wait. This is on Facebook. I hope that works. Ooh, wow. It's actually a pretty cool image. Very nice. Okay. Now we have to go here. Do we have some kind of prompt here? Woman with armor. Cyberpunk. Okay. It describes the scene, but it doesn't describe any kind of action. Generative art. Well, we will still... I will still use it. We will see what comes from that. Let's close some stuff here so we don't have too much. Actually, it should like describe some kind of action or something like that, of course, because it's a video. This is finished also. Give me a second. Hi, Ali Reza. Thanks for joining. Hi, Clown World. Interesting name. Hi, Doe 209. Thanks for joining. Very cool. Let's look at these real quick here. Let's see what are the latest ones. So this is one of the... Oh no, we have the fish one. Okay, let's watch this first. Okay, It's kind of fading towards her face, but it's pretty cool actually. Interesting. Also note how it's adding details to the face and the skin becomes more detailed the closer we go with the camera. It's really interesting. It's kind of like the head is turning a little bit into like this kind of like a butterfly flying head. Well, pretty cool. All right, let's check this out real. Oh, this is the JPEG. This is not actually the video, and this is just zooming in. So we have to define some more action in the video. This is actually pretty nice. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I would actually like to be able to add two images where you have a starting image and then an ending image, so you can have some kind of progression, you know? You could edit them beforewards in Photoshop for what you imagine should be the last thing to happen, and then render between these two images. That would be nice. Let's have a look at this. Ah, not blinking. It's pretty cool though. Oh, there she's just blinking a little bit at the end. But I want it to be more. 1 second. Let me try this again. Let's go back here. Charming. Charming Katsu woman with what is this material called that like amethyst? Is it called amethyst? No. That you find on shells. Material shells made from? No. Shiny material. What's it called? Iridescent? Perlmutt? Perlmutt. Yes, perlmutt. Perlmutt. Ah, this is how you write that. Okay, cool. Perlmutt with perlmutt. Blinking. Blinking. Okay, her eyes. And smiling. Let's do that. Maybe she's smiling. Oh, let's do smiling, looking at the camera. Let's do that too and see if that works or not. Here we have a second video of her. One moment. This is still rendering. Okay, so that's still taking a little bit of time. Let's see what the second video is bringing us. It's again just like zooming in. We have to act like I need to add some more action for that. Because otherwise it doesn't know what to do with the camera. This is just like a zoom in. Oh, I wrote that wrong. Camera rotating around her. Okay, let's do that also. Do that twice. Let's see what other images we have. Holy crap. Okay, this is getting more and more here. This we already had. Freak Hitman has the cat. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see if we can do that. Bring this in here. I have to, no. I have to work a little bit faster, I guess. The good thing is today everything works with the website. So let's do it like that. Okay. Cute cat looking at the camera, blinking her eyes. Should we do something like maybe, let's do licking her nose with, oh, licking her nose. Let's just use that. Oh, we have to wait. Okay, we have to wait a little bit. Did we check out the second video? Yes, we did, right? Pearl? Pearl? No, pearl is the stuff inside. Coral? Interesting. Okay. Looking, not locking. Oh shit. Did I man. Okay, this had an error here. Okay, we have to wait for all of that. Oh, how many of her did I create? Sorry for that. I clogged up the the queue with all of the images from her. It would be nice if there would be a little bit more. So if you get unlimited, which was a question yesterday. So unlimited, if you get it for 1 year, is 75 per month, which is a lot. And then you have to, oh, come on. And then you have to, you get 2,000 credits also per month. The credits is if you want to generate it right now and also a little bit faster. And unlimited is you can do as many videos as you want, but you have a queue of 5 videos, and then also it's kind of a little bit slower for the generation. Okay, let's add this cat here twice, and then let's load this and have here woman in armor, haze on ground, cinematic shot of her kneeling down. What should the camera do? It's I don't know. Camera zooming out. Camera moving away. Moving away. Okay, let's hope that works. Do 2 of them. There we have the new one of the girl. Let's see. We have 2 of them. The other ones are still rendering, so let's check this out. Okay. Okay. Wow. It is pretty creepy. Okay. That is a pretty creepy smile for some reason. It has this uncanny valley thing, and it turns like from this kind of drawing into a real person. Also the hair turns into actual hair, and so it gets all these kind of wrinkles and this kind of like oily skin. It looks very strange. And why is there this kind of green shimmer over her? But maybe that's because of the Perlmutts. I mean, it's nice how the hair is kind of starting to glow, but that is very creepy. She's alive. Yeah, crazy, huh? That is crazy. Here's the second one. She's not smiling. Oh, there we go. Oh, whoa. Oh man, this kind of sudden blinking and turning into an actual person, it's so uncanny valley-like. It's so strange. Because she's so still before, and then suddenly she turns real. Also the eyes suddenly turn into real eyes compared to the art style before. I wish I would keep the art style. It would be nicer. Whoa, that is really strange. But I mean, both of it looks really good. Just the overall combination is spooky. That is really strange. It's also interesting that as soon as she gets like actual skin, you realize how actually kind of deformed the face is and how strange the face actually looks. As when it would be a real person. But also this kind of like, why does she have these kind of like very deep wrinkles and folds around her mouth all of a sudden? That makes it so strange. You see these very big folds here? That makes it so strange because it makes the skin look so like, I don't know, very soft and very like almost liquid, you know? It's very strange. Very strange. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have the cat. Let's download this. Have it twice. That's good. That should be good. It looks good so far. I will also get some more. Holy crap, we have so many images. Maybe we should... Oh, this content is no longer available. Sorry, Fabio. Your content kind of disappeared from the Discord app. Or maybe it's a Discord that I'm not part of, and because of that I can't see it. I'm not quite sure. Oh, this should work very well. Okay. This should be easy. Let's do that. I will add some more and then maybe render only one image. FPV flying into a tropical landscape with a waterfall, sunset, digital art style, concept art. Let's do it like that. Okay, cool. We do one of them, so we can add more. There's another one with Discord. Oh, that worked. Okay, we can try that. I will turn this into kind of an animation. Let's see. And if something turns out cool, we can maybe do a second one. Let's see. Come on, show me the image. It would really be better if it's already in 16:9, because then, well, I mean, anyways, there we go. Okay, gemstone animation to spiral movement of a gemstone animation, camera zooming out, moving backwards, gemstone. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if that works or not. Okay, let's have a look at the cats real quick. Kitty, 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 kitty. There we go. Oh, okay, he's moving the head. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that's not bad. It's a little bit surprising. Again, it has this kind of sudden movement. This kind of jerkiness of like suddenly boom. And also the face is kind of morphing. The eyes are morphing a little bit. It's a little bit scary. But at the same time, when you realize nothing bad is happening, it's kind of like a cute cat looking up at maybe another person coming in or something like that. It has a little bit of creepiness though. So, but yeah, pretty nice. Okay, let's look at the second video. Same thing. Oh, there's nothing at all. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it's only zooming in, which is a little bit sad, but I thought we got some too cool animations, but anyways. This, I think, is not working again. Let's download this one. The other ones are still working, so let's add some more stuff here. 1 second. Oh, okay. We have kind of like a Japanese looking guy here. Let's remove this. No. Oh, yes. Okay. I will say to this Asian, or let's say Japanese man in a coat walking towards the camera in a cave. Whoa. Camera moving backwards away from him. Let's see how that is. Okay, cool. Good. Let's generate that. Let's have a look at the island video. That should be pretty good. Oh, yes! This is how, like, landscape is the best thing with Gen-3. Oh, and there we get a beautiful beach and a lagoon inside of the island. Look how the waterfall is flowing down. Very nice. This is what Gen-3 is especially good at. Landscape drone flights is kind of the best thing. Maybe it's because it's easier, or maybe they got a lot of material for that to train on. It's probably easier to predict that, right? What is the resolution for the generated video? I think 1200 something by 720. And it's not completely 16 by 9, which is a little bit annoying. It is a little bit thinner than 16 by 9. So you have to, in the video software, you have to zoom in a little bit. I don't know why they did that. Let me see. The resolution, is not shown here. 1 second. Properties, details. 1280 by 768. That sounds pretty much like 16 by 9, but if I open it up in DaVinci Resolve, it's not 16 by 9. So yeah, and it has actually 24 frames, 5102 kilobytes per second. Okay, interesting. Let's add some more stuff here. 1 second. There we have another one from Discord. What the hell is this? Okay. Let me close some of this stuff. Okay, we will call this maybe a macro shot or microscopic. Okay, we have to, let's do like this. Microscopic shot of body cells. I don't know. Okay. Let's say 3D. What is it called? That's just any ray tracing. All right, there we go. Okay, let's see if that works. Let's see if this worked. Fungi. Oh, fungi. That's actually an interesting idea. Okay, we have some videos to watch. All right, we have some videos to prepare also. Oh, okay. Save image. Delete that. Take this guy here. Oh, I mistyped microscopic. Damn. 15 by 9. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's crop this a little bit so we get rid of the black bars. Hello. One moment. That should be good enough. Okay. Sad man sitting in a road. Analog movie style sepia. Oh, let's look at muted colors. Camera moving away from him. Okay, cool. Let's lock that in and then we check out the other videos. Let's see. Oh, this is supposed to be good. Oh, look at that. Very now. Well, okay, it falls apart. Oh man, it was so good for a second and then it kind of like didn't follow up. It would be so nice if it like generated like an endless amount of these like gem-like structures. I guess maybe if you play around with the prompt, you can get better results for the outside to keep that. Actually, we can try that. 1 second, because I said if it's looking cool, we're doing it again. So let's put this in here again. Spiral movement of a gemstone, animation, camera zooming out. Stone. Fractal gemstone design in green. Carved gemstone in green. moving backwards. Let's see if that works. Swirl lines, fluid simulation. Oh, that's also good. That's shade. Oh, okay, yes. Movement off. Shade. Whoops. Swirl lines, fluid simulation. More shade. Fractal designs. Camera moving backwards. Okay, let's try that. All right, let's look at the guy here real quick. Oh, nice. Look at that. Pretty cool movement. The camera is moving backwards at the same speed. The cave that is being revealed looks actually pretty much like the background. I mean, it's a stone cave, so fits together. The ground that is generated fits together very well. So that's actually a pretty good result. It's like sometimes you get lucky, so you have to get a lot of tries. This is why I think, like, if you want to get this, absolutely get the unlimited version. What the why do you put these patterns in the text? What is this about? The hell is that? Well, let's stop putting the patterns, or I'm gonna ban you from the channel. Don't do these kind of like strange squares. That's stupid. Let me delete that stuff here. That's just completely unnecessary. Remove that. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, you're gonna be banned. And the user is gone. Well, that's what you get from that. If you be an ass, you are going down the drain. Anyways, there we have it. Pretty cool guy. Let's see what else we have. Put some more images. Some people are just idiots. Oh, I can't use this because... Well, we can try. The image quality is not that great, though. Oh no! I closed it. Shit. Can we do reopen? Will it reload, or is it? Okay. 1 second. I have to go to the get started. Assets. Okay, we have to check the other videos here. And they're not lost, so that's a good thing. They're not lost. I just like closed it, and this is kind of removing the history of what we've done so far. Let me download all that stuff real quick. And then I will put some images in quick succession, so to speak. So we have a little bit more to look at. 1 second. Man with a duck head running. Okay, that's it. I'm not sure what else to put. Okay, this is the next one here. Oh, creepy. Okay. Let me download this real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Creepy zombie woman crawling towards the camera. Horror movie cinematic. Okay, cool. There we go. Next one. Discord again. Oh, okay. Again, this kind of like fractal shell movement, basically. Let's do that. Fractal shell shell, movement, rotating, fluid animation, soft animation. Okay, reflections. Okay, let's see what that does. Let's do one more until the queue is full. Oh, wow, this is a pretty cool image. Okay, 1 second. Put that here. Old man floating in a swamp, water with branches and flowers. Camera slowly zooming in on the man. Okay, cool. Can we put more? 1, 2, 3. Aha, we only have 3. Okay, sorry. So this is a little bit boring maybe to watch. Oh, okay. Do you guys not have any kind of cropping software? That would be a lot easier. There's free tools online for image cropping. There we go. Okay. Okay. Woman walking into an what is it called? It's not an alley. It's not a staircase. It's a damn it. Corridor. Okay. Walking into a corridor. Camera following her from behind. Eerie light. Horror movie. Oh yes, lights flickering. I hope that works. Okay, one more. Oh, okay, let's try that. It's a little bit strange, but let's do it. Okay. Is this all from the same guy? No. Anyways, okay. Abstract shapes moving in 3D. Okay, let's just do that. So let's download some videos here. We have this finished. This is only at 12% for some reason. I think this is gonna give us an error as a result. This guy's ready. And this stuff is moving here. So let me see real quick. Conrad. Let's color this in red. Nope, that's a little bit too red. And what was this? Oh, this is this guy. Okay. This is all the same. Okay. My father? The hell is this? What I'm supposed to do with that? Okay, we can still try it. Let's look at that. Let's watch the videos first, though. Is this other one finished? Oh, it's at 73%. Okay, this is gonna be ready soon. 1 second. We only have 3 videos? I did so much work. And where are the gemstone videos? Oh, we didn't watch the other ones. Okay. Oh. Wow. Whoa. Okay. That is cool. That is much better than I would have expected. Wow. Holy crap. It's a little bit creepy with the stuff that's going on, but it's cool at the same time. Maybe we should have written something like corals or something, but this is pretty cool, huh? My last 4 are completely different ones. Yeah, but it's just like a little bit too much, so other people should also get a chance, by the way. Very nice, pretty cool. Wow. All right, that looks pretty amazing. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one, which is the sad guy. Oh, it's really sad. But I like how the camera is zooming out and creating a complete street. Holy crap. Wow. A complete street with alleyway and then also buildings on the other side. Perspective not really holding up completely, but still pretty nice. He gets some shoes, only one shoe, but maybe he lost. This is why he said he lost his other shoe. This is amazing. This is really cool. Okay. Look at how it also picked up on the autumn leaves and put the rest of the scene also as autumn leaves. That is pretty cool, right? That is very amazing that it like figures that out and then adds these parts without actually being in the prompt. Maybe they do some kind of like clip interrogation of the image to figure out what's in the image. But yeah, Magnus Carlsen lost his chess match. Yeah, probably. 1 foot missing. Yeah, it's hard times, my friends. It's hard times. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Very nice. A little bit too harsh from the carvings on the outside. Maybe that's because I wrote fractal and it's made it a little bit too like edgy. But still pretty cool. It sticks to the kind of like, it kind of tries to stick to the green color of the jade. It becomes a little bit more plastic though when it zooms out, but that is still a pretty cool thing. Very nice. And I think because we have this kind of fluid animation thing, is also why it's kind of like bending and morphing a little bit. But it's actually a pretty cool result. Let's check out the next one. Oh, that is a nice one. Oh, that's like a water swirl. It completely destroys the carving. Whoa. I wish the stuff from the outside would bring in more of this kind of wave-like carving that we have at the beginning, you know, these kind of swirls we have here. If that would like repeat and become a really beautiful swirl, I think with a lot of testing and prompt adjustments, you can actually get it to a result like that. But that is actually pretty cool. Okay, next one, which is what? The running duck. Let's see if that works. Oh, it put the duck in frame because we cropped it at the feet and then actually made a running animation out of it. You can see how the image jumps back to create a full character and a kind of good running animation, especially considering how the input image already lacks a lot of image details. This is actually pretty good. Can you do camera moves? There is no settings for camera moves, which you do have in Gen 2, but you can put them into the prompt and it sometimes works. Like you can say, move the camera backwards, move the camera forwards, rotate the camera around the object, move the camera forwards while bending to the, not bending, you know what I mean, bending to the left, bending to the right, stuff like that. I haven't tried a roll. This is something I want to try actually, where it's like rolling to the side. But this is a surprisingly good walking animation. Pretty consistent, I have to say. Looks pretty believable to me. So that's pretty good. A lot isn't the greatest estimation. Yeah, well, but it's all like pretty fresh technology. You have to consider that video rendering with AI is way more complicated than image rendering. And the thing is that not even image rendering is working yet in a good way without any mistakes. So to have some, like this has like style consistency. There is no flickering like in SD. It has like temporal consistency to a certain degree, but of course it's not like, it doesn't really understand volume or the physical effects on, or like how material morphs, how different substances behave, or like different aggregates or stuff. It kind of tries to simulate smoke, but then it doesn't really know where the smoke is going. So there's still a lot of things lacking, but it does a good job. So far, it does a good job. Look at that. That's also pretty cool. It's not perfect, but it's a good start, you know? I think right now, the best thing you can do with AI is either go with the strangeness of AI or just use it for ideation. So, for example, in the creative industries, there's a lot of people without actual artistic skills of creating something. Think, for example, about directors. Directors are not supposed to act or draw something or use a camera or set up a light or something. They hire people to do that. Some directors are also actors. Some directors are also cameramen, but you're not required to do that. The only thing you need is to choose from different selections and bring everything together. You are like someone who is the guy called in front of the orchestra doing this? He's not called a director. I don't know the English word for that. Hey, thank you very much for the man, my brain donation. Thank you very much for the donation, Diane. Very nice. AED. Is this the dirham, right? From the United Arab Emirates, right? I have been there recently when I came back from Bangkok. I stopped in Abu Dhabi for 3 hours. Never got, the conductor. Yes, the conductor. Right. A conductor is not really like, he doesn't really have to be able to play all the instruments that he's conducting. He's just conducting, you know? So there's a lot of people who don't have the artistic skill, but they have the artistic decision making. And that's much more important. Look at that. He's saying something. There we go. This is amazing. Look how the water is wobbling. It's not like water-like wobbling, but it is kind of water animation. So, I mean, that can already be a thing, you know? For example, I know, oh God, how would you call that? Screenwriter? He writes films, basically. He writes the story of a film and then also prepares a little bit the concepts. Like he's an indie filmmaker, basically. And he asked me how to use AI for the things because he's not good at drawing or stuff like that. So usually he uses like stuff he found on the internet or makes photos himself and try to create a mood board and things like that and make some very simple sketches for the storyboard. But of course with this, you can sit there an evening and just like come up with the craziest shots in an artistic style that is really interesting. Sometimes the style is too overwhelming because it does too many decisions, but actually often it's a good start. And you still could, for example, take this and then make it black and white, to take the color out, to make it a little bit less overwhelming as an artistic decision. But I mean, this is a pretty cool shot, right? Water animation is really hard. Yeah, so that's kind of the interesting thing about AI. It can simulate things without actually rendering them, and that saves a lot of time to actually do them. By the way, another thing I was thinking about today is in video games, we have DLSS. Is it called DLSS? I think so. Deep Learning Super Sampling. That's what it is. Yes. So there you actually have already an AI that renders in real time, like 100 frames per second. So you get like a really fast rendering for your video game. And what this is doing, because I was checking out, can you use it for AI videos or can you use it for upsampling? You can't really do that. The reason for that is because the AI not only is trained on video games, but it's also using the 3D data and the motion data from the 3D game engine to estimate where the next image is going to be when it's rendered. But it is creating images that are very consistent with what you see, so that you get a very fluent image that looks a lot better because it's doing image interpolation for a video game. And that is amazing. And that is using AI. It's using deep learning. So that's pretty amazing, actually. Oops, I made that too big. Sorry, 1 second. Let me bring this back. Content was flagged. What was the content? Oh, come on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Woman. Bullshit. Okay, let's render this again. Sometimes it's really annoying here with the flagging. Okay, there we have a new video. I need to put some new videos. I wish the process was a little bit faster to do that, especially with my slow typing. Okay, we have 2 of those. There we go. Can we have something cropped, please? I can do it here, but it would be nice if you have something that's actually like a motion movie scene where something is happening, you know, not a guy just like looking at the camera and then not being cropped, being a vertical image. It would be much better if it's like an actual like scene. Soldier wearing a mask on a battlefield, camera moving away from him. Let's write explosions in the background. And write video game graphics. Video game graphics. I want to see what it does with that, to be honest. Let's see. This is an experiment. Okay. This is a strange image, but let's see what we can do with that. Monkey taking... Whoops. Monkey taking a selfie in jail. Man standing behind him. Moving away from them. Okay, cool. Okay, next one. What else do we have? Oh, there we go. Save image. It's a little bit low resolution, but I think it should work. Is this an elk or is it a deer? The hell? Oh, deer. Okay, deer. Standing in a northern ice. Camera moving away from him. Okay, let's do this. There we have for something from Free Kidman. Another kitty. Okay, let's go with that. Cat pirate. Swinging his sword. Dramatic clouds moving in the back. There we go. By the way, I downloaded Warzone yesterday, and I wanted to play the Battle Pass. Didn't buy it because now Warzone 2, no, sorry, Modern Warfare 2 is not part of the Battle Pass anymore. So you have to buy the new game, or just play Battle Pass. And of course, all your weapon progression is gone because Modern Warfare 2 is not included. You have to have Modern Warfare 3, which is absolute nonsense. So pretty sure I'm going to delete it again because that was a super extra letdown. I mean, you have like, I think, I'm not even sure if you have all of your weapon blueprints in it, but that was a super letdown. I mean, if they do this to their customers, it's really like crap, you know? And of course, also like Modern Warfare 2, you have a bad time even like getting lobbies with players, you know, because of that. Because it doesn't have any use anymore to play it because there's no Battle Pass. Nonsense, ridiculous decision. Anyways, there we go. Oh, I thought we was kind of blinking. Oh, we have the explosions. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. Wow. If he would do like a little bit of movement, maybe some eye blinking, that would actually pretty cool. Look at that. Imagine some metal music with that or something like that. Interesting. That is actually pretty cool. Did not expect that. It works really well. Wow. Okay, Warzone. You must have like a lot of space. I actually, on the recent Amazon sale, I bought a 2 terabyte SSD. I already have a 1 terabyte SSD for just for video games, and now I have another 2 terabyte SSD, which is pretty much overkill for the video games. But now I can just like download them and then not play them for a year, which is very much I don't know. It's useless, but you know what I mean. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty cool. There we have the monkey. He's not blinking, but he's moving a little bit. And then we have another guy for some reason. I started to play again Destiny 2. Actually bought the complete annual pass and everything. Didn't play, like only played it like 3 times or something yet. But anyways, because everybody said, oh, it's such a good season this time. Not season, sorry, like story with the final shape. You got 20 terabytes. Holy shit. As assets, SSDs or HDDs? Because HDD, that's cheap. I have like a lot of space on HDD. SSD, that's a ton. 20 terabytes SSD. Let's have the other one here. Whoops. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. That worked really well. Wow, look at that. Oh my. That is a good video. Ho ho ho. The grass is like a little bit bending or stuff. And I mean like Destiny 2 is kind of a time waster, but at the same time, for some reason Destiny 2, it just feels like very satisfying. I think a lot of that is the sound design. This kind of popping and dropping and all these kind of things that are happening is pretty nice to do. And I feel like, at least for me, because like I don't like play massive amounts of video game time, so I'm never getting finished with the story content because it's so much. And I have maybe all in all, let's say 260 hours completely on Destiny 2. I think it's the most I ever played a video game. So I don't know. I think like World of Warcraft I played more, but that's like 10 years ago. Anyways. And I also didn't finish the story there because it's like just too many quests. This is really cool from the animation. Very, very nice. Very cool. The hero shot was pretty badass. But from this Warzone guy, that was really cool. They all feel bland lately. Try to check out some indie games. There's some really good indie games. And also they cost a lot less. Like, you can get indie games for $4, and they get like pretty good ratings on Steam, and you get some pretty nice games also. Halloween gonna be lit. 10 terabytes SSD. Okay, wow. That's pretty good. Okay, let's look at some else. What we have here. 1 second. Is there something missing? This one we didn't see. Have I downloaded that yet? Yes, I have. So where is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, we didn't look at the lady. Oh, look at that. That actually turned out really well. The walking animation is very nice. The movement through the corridor is very nice. We don't really have the blinking light, but everything else is really cool. Man, it's so much fun. I can't wait for Midjourney to add the video function. I hope it's not going to be more expensive, because I feel like Midjourney is already pretty expensive. But yeah, this is really cool. Very, very nice. The feeling from back in the day when we are all playing like the same 3 games. Yeah, that's true. Like, you don't have like the same kind of like shared emotion with other people with the video games, because there's too many different video games. That's true. PT Wives, yeah. PT was amazing. I wish they would have like made that into an actual game. Like the Resident Evil version is kind of like, you know, it's okay. But I even played like Resident Evil in VR, and it was like, yeah, not really so scary. But PT was really scary. That was very good. Even though I don't like scary video games. Whoa, look at this. Okay, it falls apart after a bit, but pretty cool. I think if the original render didn't have all these kind of visual errors in there with all these lines and stuff, we would have a much smoother animation. So the input quality also has a lot to do with the output quality of the video, and also what the AI understands what you want to have in the video. And because we have all of these kind of texture lines, it's of course persistent in the video. But if that wouldn't be there, and you would have some like glass-like, shell-like animation, you know, that could be a really nice visual that you could maybe use as a VJ or something else to do animations on a party, or I don't know, maybe even as a background for an advertisement or something like that. Okay, let's see what else we have here. This we have seen, this we have seen, this we have seen. Okay, so we have to download some new stuff. This was flagged again. The woman crawling. This we have seen, this we have seen, this we have seen. Oh, there we have the deer. What time is it, by the way? 1 hour 20. Okay, there we have the kitty. Only 2 videos? What the hell? Okay, we have to put some more stuff. 1 second. We have this. Midjourney is always a good sign. Oh, yeah, but it's a static image. What are we gonna do? Okay, rusted car in a end of the world cinematic horror cinematic shot. Let's leave the horror out. 1 second, what did I write here? Horror movie. Okay, that seems to be okay. Cinematic horror movie, camera moving away, revealing a large destroyed city with burning buildings in the back. I want to see what that does. Let's do this twice because it's an interesting prompt. Okay, and then we're gonna go here to the next one. Oh, that is super cute. Okay, that is very cute. I want to see that. Close some stuff here. Capricorn? Really? Capricorn sounds like a Hawaii tropical kind of unicorn, not like a this thing here. Very strange. Okay. Anyways, cute Capricorn sitting between, what are they called? Oh, cactus. I feel like, to be honest, that my brain is melting from all the kind of like typing support we have on all the websites. I can't remember anymore how the words are written because I'm so reliant on the computer doing it for me. Cute Capricorn sitting between cactuses. Violet. Moving backwards in kids show cute style. Okay, let's see what that does. Oh, let's do 3D animation. Okay, cool. Good, let's try that. Do we have anything here? We haven't seen these two yet, but I want to add some more stuff so we have some more to look at. The adding of the hell is this? Oh, yeah, but there's barely anything in the scene. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna skip this because there is barely anything in the image. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay. Flamingos. Grazing. Do flamingos graze? The end of the world? Slowly moving back and up. Okay, cool. Good. So it would almost be better if we had someone typing all the stuff in there because that takes so much time. And I can't like read your chat and I can't check out the videos because I have to like add the images and do the prompt typing. So yeah, or like you type the prompt when you submit it. But anyways, let's check out the videos here real quick. So there we have this. Oh, very nice. I should have added some motion to him that he's like hauling or something, you know, calling or so. But it looks pretty cool, like the landscape that is added. I feel like these elements, like Nordic landscapes, mountains, ice, because it's pretty abstract, works rather well with the AI. There's no water movement though. Well, we probably should have put some water because it's probably also turning all of this stuff into ice rather than flowing water. If I would have said standing near a river, this would probably be flowing water. Yeah, we need a sidekick, absolutely. Someone who is putting in all the stuff. Use an LLM. Yeah, but how? How would you use an LLM for that? I would have to prepare that to make like prompts for Gen-3. And then the LLM still has to figure out like the image content and stuff. Okay, there we have the kitty. Oh, it's not swinging its sword. The clouds move very nicely in the background, so that's good. I love how when this happens, the AI can actually separate the foreground with the kitty very nicely from the background. Even the beard hair, you can see even those thin beard hairs are separated from the background. That is actually pretty surprising. That's actually really cool. Okay, let's go for the next one. Same thing. Doesn't swing anything. You know, This is just what I'm saying. We need more control over what is happening with AI. Like if there would be some kind of control net where I can like have the body and then maybe even do some body animation for the swinging motion of the sword or stuff like that, we could have a much better video because we would have much better input data, you know? So AI is just, I don't know. It can't really figure out what's going on. Anyways, let's go to the next one. Ooh, there we have it. Zooming out, look how good that looks. The model of the car, it really depends on how good the image input quality is to get a good output. And you can see, I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is even some motion in here inside of the car when it's zooming out that gives you more of a kind of like a dimension of the car inside. Or am I just imagining that? No, there's some movement. You see like the background is moving a little bit in here. So that's actually pretty nice. Very nice animation. Again, look how these like thin structures here are separated from the background. That is not easy. Like background separation is actually, even for modern software, not that easy with these very thin structures. And this does it really well. That is very surprising. Even though the grass is morphing into some other stuff, it is still kind of separating it because the stuff behind it moves in a different pace than the foreground. So yeah, even down here, you can see this parallax motion between the different like leaves and flowers compared to the background. It's moving in different speeds. Very impressive, very impressive. A couple of years down the line, oh, there's some, I don't know what this is, but yeah. I should have also said like zoom backwards and upwards, so we have like a bird eye view. My brain, what's going on? All right, let's see what else we have here. I think there's nothing up here that I missed. If I missed something, please let me know in the chat if I see it. We only have 2 videos. You see how very slow it is to add this stuff. Maybe render one more of this. Discord working on my server? I don't know what this is about. Okay, this is not the right format. Let's, okay. This is cool here. Let's use some things that are a little bit easier to do. FPV drone. Circling around a mosque. Analog vintage movie style. Okay, let's add this. Next one. What is this? Why are you writing here? I'm working on my community Discord. How does this help me? Oh, there, you put the link over here. Why? Tied by a Nazi? Okay, we're not gonna use that. Thank you very much. This is an image of me for some reason. Fuck, do we have something nice to render? What the shit is this? Okay. Well, it looks like the end of the stream is coming. Sorry. It's just a lot of nonsense. Sorry for that, but like, send me something better. Something that's cool to render, you know? Not some gobbledygook. Okay, there we go. Let's try this. We have this woman here. Okay, crop. Video portrait of a woman. Camera moving backwards. It's kind of like, for most of the images, kind of like seems the most useful because there's not much motion in the images you sent me. Analog analog movie style Blade Runner style vintage movie style music video. Okay, cool. Let's go. It was the Taj Mahal. Oh. Wait. Oh. Well, it does look like a mosque, so. And these have been. Pretty sure this has been built by a Muslim emperor. Yes. Even though it's in India, like north of India has been ruled by, can't remember exactly the name, but by Muslim rulers. The south is Hindu. The north has some Hindu, but the forts and all the things you see there, they are built by Muslim rulers mostly, not so much Hindu. Mughal. Yeah, Indo-Islamic and Mughal architecture. There we go. Yes. So even if you think, like a lot of people, like I don't know why. I mean, of course, like Buddhism comes from India, but a lot of people go to India is expecting Buddhism. No, it's not really like it. They have a certain amount of Buddhists, but it's not really a Buddhist country. If you want that, go to Southeast Asia or maybe China. Go to Japan. The different kind of Buddhist flavors. India is a lot of like Muslim culture and Hindu culture. Buddhism is a little bit. You find it sometimes, but not so much. Unless you go to the north where you have, oh God, the Dalai Lama. Yes, with his people. Okay. Comic book style, which I was surprised by that too, by the way. I thought India is going to be like Thailand. It's not like Thailand at all. It's not like Thailand. It's not like the movies. It's completely different, especially like the tourist spots. And there's a huge difference between India, the tourist spots, which is the worst experience you can have in your life. The longer it is ago, the nicer it feels. It's like torture. And then there is the actual Indian people, which are very nice, very friendly, very open, very welcoming, but they are not at the tourist spots. They are at other places. Everybody, like a lot of people, like most of the people you interact with around the tourist spots, all these kind of people try to sell you shit and try to like trade you stuff and cheat you. They are the worst, most annoying people I've ever experienced in my life. No other country has that. Just there. I don't know why the government doesn't do anything about that, but yeah, I will never go to the north again of India. The south, never seen it. I want to visit that, but the north not. If you want to have the actual like experience of like this kind of soft, beautiful, nice, thoughtful, full of wisdom experience, meditation, blah blah, all this kind of stuff with temples and good food and all that, that is Thailand. That's not India. That's Thailand. Go to Thailand for that. You know, if you want to do yoga, meditation, talk with a monk, have a nice experience, that is Thailand. Don't get that mixed up. Oh man. Anyways, what do we write here? Wizard cooking some, and that, by the way, that's just my personal opinion. You can have a completely different opinion. That's okay. Some people love it. For me, never again. One time was enough. Cooking, I don't know. Cooking what? Cooking potion. There we go. Potion. And like I said, if you wanna have the actual, like, if you wanna have the actual Indian experience, go to the countryside, where there's no tourism and no tourist guides and all these kind of bullshit cheaters. And then you have a really nice time with very nice people. I can't remember what I've downloaded so far. Like, they're really, really very, very nice, you know? But yeah, you don't have to be. I actually like in when you go to Bangkok to the main temples, you also have some cheaters there, but it's way less now because the police has cleaned up a lot of that stuff. So that's pretty good. Challenge accepted. Yeah, Thailand is actually, you can look it up. Thailand is, I think, the safest country to visit, and is like, if you're not travel experienced, for women, it's the most suggested country to go to, because people are very nice and respectful and yeah, friendly and stuff like that. While on the other hand, and sorry if I say that, if you go to Delhi as a woman and you look good and you have like Western clothing, right, that is a little bit more revealing, and you stand there for a little bit, you can expect to have like 30 guys surrounding you, looking at you like you're a zoo like display. It's like there is no kind of like, oh, we shouldn't stare at you culture. No, they just look at you frontal, like they stand like half a meter away. 30 people surround you. You know, it's crazy. And of course, you don't feel safe at that moment. So yeah, it's kind of strange, really strange. But you don't have that in Thailand. Yeah, south of India, I think. Yeah, south of India is probably better. South of India is probably better. anyways, before I get cancelled, let's look at some more videos. It's just my opinion, you know. Anyways, and like I said, the actual people are very nice. Oh man, this is changing in the colors. I wish this would stay same in the colors, but overall it looks pretty cool. Very nice scene. Love the 3D style, although the new cacti, I don't know what the plural is, are not so great. But overall, not bad. Really like it. My husband is from Kerala, and it's a very nice place to visit. I don't have... Where is Kerala? I don't even know. I can play them without downloading them, but the problem is, because I have a widescreen, it's gonna be centered, so you see only half of the video, because my screen is actually wider than what you see. And this is why I download the videos, so I can actually put them on the screen and you can see them. Did I put them on the screen? Yes, it's in the center. Okay, that's good. All right, so here we have the... Oh, holy shit. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, the flamingo is growing. He's blown up. South? No, Kerala. I mean, they have like very nice music and very nice... Oh, that's in the south. Yeah, I want to visit the south. Probably going to be much nicer, you know. By the way, I can give you a trick when you travel. Put your camera in the back if you're not use it, and instead bring some old house keys that you don't use anymore, and put a finger through the ring so that they see the house keys on your finger, because then a lot of people think, oh, you're living here. You're not a tourist. They can't cheat you because you have been here before, so they don't try their tricks on you. You know, if they see a camera, they think, okay, tourist, we can bullshit that person. But if they see no camera but house keys instead, they think you live there, you know, and they probably not, they bother you less. Let's say it like that. Okay, anyways, let's have a look here on the other flamingo video. Oh man, we have some flamingos from the sky. Okay, oh my god, what is going on? Flamingo invasion. Flamingo invasion. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah. There we go. Pretty cool. That didn't work at all. But you see what the big differences are. Like this one completely didn't work. And then we have this one, which actually works almost nice. Just this kind of like morphing guy here in the front is not so good, but the rest is actually pretty cool. Oh, we have some more flamingos up here. Didn't even see that before. But the start is pretty good, right? There we go. For AI girlfriends to solve, yes. Probably. There we go. Oh man. Yeah. By the way, interesting side story. Probably not good for YouTube, not the content you should put on YouTube. But historically, if you look into that, well, maybe let's not talk about that. Anyways, okay, so here we have an aerial view, apparently, of the Taj Mahal. I guess it is. You're right. It looks very much like it. That's actually pretty cool. Does it snow in North India near the Taj Mahal? Do they have snow? I don't think they have snow. Is it that much north? I don't even know, to be honest. Let me see. By the way, this has like does Google discontinue the Google Maps, because it's like almost impossible to get to Google Maps now. You have to actually go over here and really choose Google Maps. Let's zoom out here. Taj Mahal. There it is. Nope. Yes, that's the one. Oh. No. Let's close this. Yeah, no. This is at the same height as Egypt, as Cairo is. Libya is on the same height. It's more south than Iran. Morocco is a little bit more north, but Morocco is pretty warm. So no, I don't think there's any snow there. Would be kind of surprised if it snows there. But you can see like Thailand is very close to the man, my brain, the middle of the earth. I have no idea what that line is called because my brain is just not working right now. Which is, by the way, in Thailand, every day starts at 6 o'clock and every day ends at 6 o'clock. There's no long nights. There's no, like in Germany, you can sit outside in the summer 10 at night and the sun is still shining, and you can have a barbecue at 10 at night, which is pretty cool. For some days in the summer, not like always, but anyways. Okay, I think I should talk less and render more, and maybe also Equator. Yes, thank you very much. You're my lifesavers. man. I wonder if this is like the distraction from streaming, or maybe I start to have like long COVID dementia kind of things. Longitude, not height. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, there we have the, oh wow, oh, she's built different, if you know what I mean. There we go. Oh, and there's like a second shot of her. Whoa, oh no, it's a different woman. Holy moly. But the starting image with the Blade Runner is pretty cool, and then it turns like, I don't know, one thing I'm not like 100% liking about Gen-3 is that it always tends to go realistic with the style. Maybe it's also my prompt, but it doesn't keep to this kind of like vintage noisy look. It turns, especially in the second scene, it turns into this kind of like modern digital, like high detailed look. So yeah, there we go. I like the side chats. Yeah, sometimes pretty cool. Specific the search term is if you search a city name. Something to do with the settings. Wait a second. If you go to Google, one second, Google, and you look for a bookstore, New York. Up here, do you have a link for Google Maps? Because for me it says images, products, places, place sites, news, videos, and then on more we have web and books. There is not a single link to Google Maps, which is crazy. And then down here you can click, and this makes it a little bit bigger, but there is again no link whatsoever to Google Maps. And then if you click here, it will open up this stuff here. Again, no link to Google Maps, which is crazy. The only way to actually get to Google Maps is by clicking on directions, and then it opens up Google Maps. But that's like why is it the last thing in all of the steps? You know? Because this little poopy map here that is hardly using anything of my screen space is not exactly the best experience if I want to search for a place on a map, you know? Maps? You have maps? Oh. Write maps behind your prompt? Nope. Didn't change anything. Google Maps. I wrote that wrong. Google Maps. No, nothing. I don't have that. I have places, which is this, whatever that is. Place sites, whatever that is. No idea why this is different from this, other than it having missing the map. So yeah, there's no map here. We have tools, which also doesn't have maps. So it's like there's no way to get to maps. Anyways, what is the time? 1 hour 48. Sorry, I have like talking too much. Oh, look at this. It actually turns out very well. The guy is not moving, but the water is moving, or the liquids are moving. Look at that. That is pretty cool. It also almost makes me like thirsty for a little cocktail right now. It works fine for you? Oh, the first link is Google Maps? Really? Not all people don't talk English. Yeah, but it's in most countries that most people don't talk English. Especially like if you come to Asia. They might understand English a little bit, but they often don't speak it or don't want to speak it. Because for some reason, it didn't really become the like international language. Of course, the more modern generations, especially if they have like more modern education, they usually speak English a lot better. As of course also because a lot of them work for Western companies, so it's just like a basic requirement. Do we have this kind of like the same thing here? What else do we have? I don't know if this is gonna... Let me see what else we have, because we have already streamed like quite a while. Man, we need some more motion in here. Oh, this is good. Okay, let's select some of the better images and then we can still circle back. A woman. I'm not calling her Alice because it's probably not understanding who Alice is. Who the is Alice? Okay, a woman flying through tunnel made of cards. Camera moving backwards. Okay, we do this once, flying through a tunnel at high speed. Okay. And then we do a third one with FPV of a woman. Okay, so we do this 3 times because I feel like this is going to give us a good result. What do we have here? Triple head monkey. It's not square again, but the guitar playing. We can try it because of the guitar playing. Maybe this gives us some interesting motion. 1 second. Google Maps missing is due to some new EU rules. Oh, really? Ah, man. I don't like these kind of like data security blah blah guys that sue companies over all kind of nonsense. We actually want to share our data. Like, who cares about cookies and all that nonsense? I want to have like an easy way to find the products and find the websites and get catered the content I want to see. So I want them to know about what my interests are, so I see the stuff I like and not some random nonsense, you know? I'm pretty sure if this was from Europe, it probably was from Germany. Because in Germany, not even Google Maps Street View works in most parts because the people are so like stuck up that you can't even take a photo of their home because it's secret, it's privacy. What kind of privacy? It's your house. Who cares about that, you know? But it would be a nice service when you want to go to a village that you can check out, is it a nice village? You want to go to a restaurant, you can check out, is it a nice restaurant before you go there? No, you can't do that because some stuck-up idiots have to protect their privacy nonsense. I'm completely against that. I'm not a fan of that at all. Okay, a man playing his guitar. There we go. Okay, let's go on here. Like, yeah, I'm completely not on the side of the... This is not gonna work, I can tell you right now. Because it doesn't do good car animation. Let's try the cat here. Sorry for that. Let's go on here. Can we just a dolly zoom? Isn't the camera moving backwards a dolly zoom? Isn't that what that is? Or what? How define dolly zoom for me? And then I can put it in the prompt. Write a prompt with dolly zoom in it so I understand. Typo tunnel. Oh, my. Okay, yeah, my typos again. A giant cat running towards the camera, a small man running away from her, camera moving backwards. There we go. Some of the data aggregation is bad, yeah, but is it like, do we need these strict rules for all that kind of nonsense? You know, that's the thing. The thing is not like some people doing some bad stuff with it, maybe occasionally, sometimes, you know. The thing is like everybody else suffering under all this bullshit, like the cookie banner, the cookie button, where nobody understands even what a cookie is, but they have to agree and select from a list of cookies if they agree to that or not. Who knows what that means? Who knows what that does? Nobody does, you know? And then you have to select that anyways, because then the failure is on you. So it's just a legal thing. They didn't reduce the stuff that is collected. It's just a legal thing. So they say, yeah, but you agreed to that. So then it's your fault. So they don't protect you from anything because there is no education forwarded to you to understand what it's actually doing or where the data is going. You still don't know that. You can say, no, I don't want that. And then the page probably not going to work the same way. Or you agree to that, which they collect the same data as they did before. But you are basically put in the place to decide legally if you want it or not without understanding what you're actually doing, which is complete nonsense in my book, you know. What does it help? Who does it help, you know? And then, like, imagine we would do that for every part of life where some people could do something bad and suddenly you can't do anything anymore in your life because there is the potential possibility that people do something bad with it. That would be like a complete police state with no freedom at all, you know, which is not great. We have to have, you know, the thing about being able to make choices is choices enable culture. They create culture. If you can't make choices, if you can't try things, you can't develop these cultural expressions unless you do it in an illegal way. which is also nonsense. Of course, sometimes some stuff becomes legal over time and is accepted by the society, but you have to kind of like start out in an illegal way. But the way we have it right now is we have more and more control, not just by the government. That alone would be kind of okay because we vote for the government, so kind of like we have a decision over that, but also more so by the companies. And that is the huge problem, like Google playing a government, Facebook playing a government, YouTube playing a government, giving you rules of what you can say, what you can do, what you can show, if it is shown at all, or if it is shown but not monetized, stuff like that, who it is shown to, in what kind of countries it's allowed or not allowed, and that is limiting the actual development of culture. I'm not saying like have everybody do whatever they want. There is some rules. Like people, for example, most people confuse what free speech means. They think free speech means you can say whatever you want, which is first of all not true. That is not free speech, has nothing to do with free speech. And also free speech is towards the government. It is not wherever you are, you can say whatever you want. This is not free speech. It has nothing to do with that. Free speech is that towards the government, if you say something towards the government, you can say your opinion, but that's it. There is no like legal, rule that you can go, like, for example, in your company, at your workplace, and you can say whatever you want to say. That's not how that works. And this is why they have a lot of rules there about like racism and sexism and all these kind of things that you can't say, and then you represent the company wrong, stuff like that. There is no free speech in that area. You have some rules, company rules, stuff like that. And of course, you also have that on the internet. But there's a difference between me being allowed by my government to do things, and then at the same time a company coming in as a social media place, which is a public space of culture, basically. It's not really a public place, but it's where our culture happens today. And then the company says, well, your government says, yes, you can do that, but we say, no, you can't do that, because we want to make more money from our advertisement customers. So we take rights away from you, so we make more money gains. And that's bullshit, So yeah, I'm not super into all this kind of like ruling and things you can't say and things you can't do. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I should have put that on before my speech so you have something nice to look at. That is surprisingly good. So here you can see one important rule with Gen-3 is the better the image quality and the more there's an indication of some motion that is going on, the better of a result you get. If you have a shitty looking image that also has no motion indication in the image, you get a bad result, Is it better to have protection or not use it, or not have any and need it? That is a good question. And that, this is kind of like the balance we have to figure out in we have to figure out in a democracy is, who do we protect from what and when? And of course also who has the rights for that kind of protection, which is also, it sounds a little bit strange if I say it like that. But for example, if the interest of a very small group outweighs the interest of a much larger group, and so the much larger group has to suffer and have their rights taken away just so a very small group feels good about themselves, that doesn't make too much sense, So you could say, like, for example, in the situation where you encounter people from that small group act in a certain way because that's what they expect. But in general, it's not a general rule that you have to apply to every day, every second of your life. You see the difference, what I mean? And also it has to be, from my perspective, there has to be, a ruling has to come from goodwill, and it has not to come from, what is it called? Vigilante, or from the sense of, what is it called? If you want to punish someone just to punish them, what is that called? You don't punish them out of justice, you punish them just to punish them. What is that called? Damn, I can't remember. Just to punish them. Retribution. Retribution. Yes, for revenge. If you punish someone for revenge, that shouldn't be part. Like a government should never like do it out of revenge. They should do it out of legal reasons, but not out of revenge. That's not part of the job of the government to do that. And often they do. Like in America, they have some rulings where people go to jail for 20 years, 30 years, a lifetime for like stupid like accidents or offenses that like they are good people, everyday people that have done basically nothing wrong, and then they did one little moment, they like did something that wasn't even on their mind, it just happened to them, and then you go to jail for 30 years or for life. That's nonsense. Like what's going to happen to you in jail? What are you in for at that moment, you know? Because you're not a criminal, you didn't commit a crime, there is nothing to punish at that moment, you know? So why? It's just retribution. That's the only thing it is. And this is done by these kind of like groups who act like they are acting in the interest of the people, but they don't. They act in self-interest out of retribution, you know? And that's pretty strange. That's pretty strange. This 3-strike rule is also kind of strange, yes. Yeah, so something like that, you know. Yeah, anyways, this is interesting here. Yeah, and like every government has kind of rules like that, you know. Not with these kind of harsh punishments, but rules where you're like, what the hell is going on? This helps nobody, but we still have to do that. Anyways, there we go. Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay, that's a complete difference of what we wanted. It's yeah, she's just riding down a tunnel into a lake or something like that. Hi, Chica Chica. That's a funny name. Some parts of government think now today there are kings and queens. Yeah, a little bit, you know. And in some parts of the world they actually still are, you know, which is the worst kind of thing. You can always see in these kind of countries where you have these absolute rulers that they always abuse their power. There's not like a single example where you have an absolute ruler and it's acting in the interest of the people in a democratic way that it respects all of the different groups in the society, you know. Anyways, what a slide. Kind of, yeah. What else do we have? Do we have the guitar player? Oh, he's playing a little bit guitar. There we go. That's actually very nice. Very cool. There we go. All right. Yeah. And by the way, interesting thing, and sorry, probably a lot of people don't want to hear that, especially the people, and this is what I don't understand the most, who claim for themselves that they study every day and have like dedicated their life to studying morals, like people from religious backgrounds or religious leaders, stuff like that. They often have the most absurd ideas and ideals and absolutes and like spitefulness against other groups or other parts of society where you think you should stay away from them most of all. You shouldn't even think to put a word like that in your mouth. You shouldn't even know the words of that language to say something like that. And then they sit there and they say that stuff. That is like the most surprising thing. If you have people who claim they study something from an entity that is all-knowing, and then they say stuff like that, where other persons would never dare to say something like that, That is very, very surprising, you know? And you find that in almost all religions, which is the most surprising thing, you know? Like, for example, just one example, there is almost no religion on this planet, and they all claim to be all-knowing and blah, 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 all this kind of stuff, that actually respects women the same as they respect men. Not a single one, you know? Like, almost none. Let's say almost none, because there might be an exception, but yeah. Tell me one where a woman can go to the holiest of holiest places just like that. Maybe on her own, you know? Probably not. Or be a leader in that religion. Probably not, you know, because it's not seen as the same. And mostly seen as dirty, you know, which is even more absurd. Anyways, this is the stream. It's a stream where I'm going to get canceled. But anyways, you know what I mean. This is why I think it's good we have reasoning, and we have democracy, and we have science. Wow, this worked out really well. Because there you can like evolve, and you don't have to trust some old writing. You can actually go with the newest knowledge, not with the oldest knowledge. I never understood why people trust in old knowledge and say, oh, it is 5,000 years old. Yeah, so would you buy a computer that is 50 years old? No, because it's old stuff. So why would you trust a book that is 5,000 years old? Doesn't make sense. We have evolved in the meantime, culturally, socially, morally, of course, stuff like that. Anyways. A Chile president gets an Air Force One waving to the press before he gets on. I don't know what that means. It's because religious people feel that they are better than the rest just because they do some. Now, I don't think they feel like they are better than the rest. I think they have a very deep-rooted trust into whatever that religion says. And they trust too much. And they don't use reasoning. The reasoning they use is it has to be true because it's in the book. They don't use questioning of what is actually said in the book, you know, which would be necessary. Anyways, but they can do whatever they want. It's not my place to tell them what they should do or shouldn't do. It's just I'm not a fan of that. This is probably not. It's a really cool image, but it's probably not going to give us good quality. This is a good image, though. What are we going to do here? That people figured certain things long time ago, and actually now people are more confused about things. No, that's not true. First of all, people didn't figure out stuff a long time ago, and it still holds true. That is basically not true for anything. Even if you take like very famous philosophers, you know, of any kind of culture, they said some stuff that was right at their time with their limited understanding, but today we see it differently. It's not like that anymore. And if you're confused about things, then read books, learn, talk with people who know stuff, go to university, you know? Not like, don't watch stupid videos about people not knowing stuff and telling you how much they don't know stuff and they don't understand stuff. If you want to know stuff, go to people whose job it is to know stuff in a objective way, which is science. It's the only science is basically the only discipline that says we have to be objective, and if something is even a little bit wrong, it is wrong, and we have to test it again. So if you prove it wrong even once, it's thrown out, and then you have to test it again. So that's very objective. That is very like trustworthy. You won't find that in any kind of other circumstance, you know. If you don't agree with that, that's okay. You don't have to agree with me. Nobody has to agree with me, you know. That's okay. You can have a different opinion. A lot of people have different opinion. The Pope doesn't ask me what he has to say tomorrow. The Pope says whatever the Pope says, and then I do whatever I do. We are two different people, so if you have a different opinion, that's completely okay. How do we phrase this? 3D animated man. Motion graphic. What is the camera movement? Clouds moving in the background. Camera circling around his head. There we go. All right. I think what you might mean if you say like people found some stuff in the past is that we find now that things from other cultures actually work better than we expected that. And in the past, we didn't really like look into it too much, but now we look into that more. But that doesn't mean that what they found is completely right. It means it has some good like starting points in there. Like, for example, meditation and mindfulness is something that is now generally accepted as being good for your psyche and helping you with all kinds of problems in everyday life. But it doesn't mean you have to do it like they do it in the cultures who actually developed mindfulness and meditation. Because if you apply the scientific method to it and like, for example, the therapeutic method to it, you do it for a purpose, you do it for a reason. And the reason is not to do it out of religious reasons or out of how can I say, achieving enlightenment or stuff like that. You do it with a certain system, with a certain purpose, for a certain reason, to achieve a goal. For example, improving your mental health or getting rid of something that is bugging you, or helping your blood pressure and stuff like that. So there's a purpose to the activity. You know what I mean? So yeah. Of course, and of course, all these cultures, they of course also can do their own thing, you know. They don't have to apply the modern scientific method to anything. If they want to do the old stuff, they can do the old stuff. Nobody's like keeping it from them, you know. Well, maybe their government is doing overtime. That is certainly one thing. Like you see that most cultures actually adopt kind of the Western systems. They don't like adopt it one-to-one, of course. They apply it in the way that makes more sense to them. But for example, like if you go to any part of the world, they now also have universities. They now also have science. They now also use the scientific methods, which also they develop. It's not just like we develop science and the rest and then spread it to the world. That would be complete nonsense to say that. Globally, it was developed, but there is no modern culture, there's no modern society that is completely rejecting science. This is what I say. You know, they all like switched to the modern system and said, yes, if we want to do something, we want to build a car, we're not going to use voodoo to build a car. We're actually going to use science to build a car, because they know it works, you know. And you have like a responsibility. So you can't make a voodoo car because you can't insure a voodoo car. If someone dies in the voodoo car, well, that's a big problem. If someone dies in a scientific car, well, then you can figure out why that happens, and there's insurance and there's processes that you can go back to, you know. So this is why you need the system, because the system is connected to other systems. Is he rapping or is he telling a story? He's very like talkative. But it looks pretty cool. The clouds are going pretty fast in the background. There we go. That's pretty cool. Numbers are Arabic. Yeah, for example. Arabic culture has a lot of impact in science, more than most people know. And yeah, so they have a lot in the past, mostly, they had a lot of development in science, just like the Greeks also had in the past a lot of developments for science, math, philosophy, medicine, astronomy. The Arabs added a lot to that. Very, very much to that. You know, Western culture, Western breakthrough in science came much later than that. And then they really went to the sky with it, literally, actually. Yeah. So, but that's the kind of balance of power, you know. In the past, most of the power was in Asia and parts of Africa, and now most of the power is in the West. But it's kind of looking like it's going to shift again back to Asia, especially with China. So yeah, where the money is, science can be afforded. It costs a lot of money to do the research. So this is why mostly you find that new knowledge and new technology comes from rich places, because it's expensive to do. Anyways, wow, this chat has like really bent into something completely different. I feel like this is I wish this was more 16 to 9. I could maybe adjust it a little bit. 1 second. Let me adjust this a bit. No. Open. Okay, let me do this. Oh, fuck. Canvas. Let's do this 2000. Oh, that was the wrong direction, of course. 1 second. Canvas 2000. Nope. Oh, come on. One more time. Why I'm not using the crop tool for that, by the way? That would have made so much more sense. Rasterize. Bring it over here. Then we're gonna... I mean, I'm a big fan of science, as you probably have figured out by now. So I do a lot of like looking into spiritual topics, and I talk to like especially monks and stuff in Buddhism, but I'm not applying myself to that, because even if I like some parts, I don't like all parts. There's always a little bit of like, yeah, but why? Why do you suddenly need that magical part? Also, I want to keep more to like things that make kind of like logical sense, if you know what I mean. I don't need the magical part of like rebirth and enlightenment and all that kind of stuff. That might sound good and might religiously make a lot of sense, but personally, I don't really require that in my personal life. So that's just a personal decision. I'm not saying it's any bad or good or anything like that. I'm just saying, for me, it's not some like avenue that I'm interested to explore, because it doesn't really add to my understanding, you know. A lot from other, yeah, you can use a lot from other people. That's what I'm doing, using a lot from other people. Like I talk to them, I ask them different questions about, like, for example, the concepts of Buddhism. How does it work? How do they understand it? And often like pretty critical questions. Like sometimes the monks have to laugh about my questions. But yeah, very stoic video, kind of, yes. 3D. I kind of like want to make like a podcast. It would be so cool if I could find an interesting like podcast partner and then talk about all kinds of live topics. Because I love to talk about things. I have a lot of opinions about different things, but it would be good to find someone to talk to that is like interesting, but in a different way, with a different topic, but not completely different. So it's not like fighting over topic, you know, and then make like podcasts. Like there's a lot of channels out there, but I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah. And for me, with my laziness, to be honest, I would love to be able to make a living sitting in a room just talking about cool topics. That would be the best. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. It's all nonsense of varying degrees. Well, that depends. I think there is a degree of nonsense in there, but it's not all nonsense. There's a lot of philosophy in there where people thought pretty hard about what the world is and how it works. And Buddhism has a lot to offer from that perspective. But at a certain degree, it kind of makes not too much sense to you anymore. Where it loses the usefulness to you. And I think this is where you can like just disconnect and say, okay, I don't need the rest. I'm happy with that what I could learn from that, but I don't need all of it at the same time. Reality seeking, magic thinking. There's probably some connection between that, right? Because the interesting thing is, as humans, because we're not animals, we don't have an actual real connection to our surroundings. So we can't actually connect to the world. The one thing to understand that is that we need reasoning for whatever we do and whatever we see. We need to understand it first, and then we can like use it. Even if you hear a completely new sound, you need to like figure out what it is first, and then you can use it. It has to become something that you can handle, that you can grip onto. So we have to give purpose to the world around from our human perspective, and then we can actually perceive the world and be in the world. And so this is the interesting thing, because like we can't just be, oh wow, look at that. Okay, she grows a third leg, but and this is this kind of complexity, because reality means different things to different people. Not everybody shares it, and we also don't have a shared reality. This is also something a lot of people kind of misunderstand. In the sense, like, for example, they think everybody can do everything and learn everything and understand everything, and like we can't, because we're different. We're not just different people, we have a different perspective on the world, and we are the only ones who are able to be in our perspective. We can't ever change out of that. You know, you will always be you. You will always see through your eyes, as at least as long as you can see. So you have a unique perspective that has all the information that is not shared by any other person on this planet. Not even your like spouse, not even your children, not even your parents have all of the information that you have about your way of experiencing the world. And this is why your perspective on the world is different from what your parents have experienced. And this is also, for example, when you have this like generation conflict, is because your parents have been around for longer. They have seen different stuff. Like my parents, for example, have experienced the end of the Second World War, and all the drama and all the suffering and all the hunger and stuff. I've never experienced that. So they have been influenced in their life to make different decisions and see the world in a different light than I do, because all of my life was basically happiness and peace and freedom, and I can do whatever I want. I can travel wherever I want. So they did have a completely different experience. So their world and my world is a completely different world. We share a little bit of it, but just a little bit of it, you know, especially because not only have my parents lived before I lived for a considerably time of their life, but also I have lived without my parents for a considerable part of my life, you know? So the actual overlap between me and my parents is not really that big. And of course, then we come to different conclusions. And their world and my world is not the same world. Even if it's physically, we are at the same place, we see different things. We are in actual, real, different realities, you know. Anyways, what's the time? Oh, holy shit. When I start to talk, time flies. That's crazy. Like the first 1.5 hours was pretty long, and now the last hour was crazy short. Anyways, I really should do that kind of podcast. I just need to find a person that is also physically here. That would be nice to have them in the video and then talk about stuff. That would be really cool. Anyways, there we go. I think that's enough for today. Thank you. Let me find the big screen. This is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. This is the right one. There we go. Ah, man. Thank you for all the scenes. I wish we could have like rendered a little bit more. I completely underestimated how difficult it is to type all the text, and then of course also did a considerable amount of talking myself in between. Opening them directly, yeah, there could be some, but in this case I don't think so, especially because if it happens, the runway page will filter it automatically and not even show that video. Yeah, so I hope you had fun. And yeah, see you probably tomorrow with a new video. I'm not quite sure what I do tomorrow, but let's see. Some cool stuff. Yeah, and by the way, I'm also on Twitter if you want to follow me there. Let me actually put my Twitter handle into, where's my mouse? Let me put my Twitter handle into the chat real quick so you can follow me there if you want to, because I don't even have 10,000 followers on Twitter, which is a little bit sad compared to my YouTube channel. So this is my Twitter account, which is called X now. But anyways, yeah, thank you very much. And let me find the end screen. There we go. Have a good night. Have a good day. See you soon. Leave a like. That would be nice. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.